Good morning, welcome back, thanks for joining us again.
Morning.
And as you can see, we ain't in the countryside. Where are we? Tell them, Luke, where are we?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. We're back in Birmingham.
In Brum.
Back in Brum. Now, since we left you last week, trying to think where we were, we'd just been to Wedge's Bakery having that super
I think we should
Ickler.
go back. I think you should get on your bike and go back.
It's a long bike ride from here, but I'll tell you what, it'd be worth it. Yeah, so we've left there. We came into Birmingham. We've been out of Birmingham down to Horn Basin. So we've been in Horn Basin for about a week or so. And we did that just so we could get our parcels delivered, get some washing done,
diesel.
And more importantly,
Diesel.
get the diesel, because we've got a diesel fire, and it is getting to the point now where we're putting it on for an hour or so a day just to take the chill off.
We didn't yesterday, we suffered last night.
It wasn't that cold. But anyway, we've come out of Horn Basin and we're now back in Birmingham. And the reason we're doing this is because we're going to do a little bit of shopping in town, and yeah, there's a few other bits and pieces we needed to do in Birmingham. But if you cast your minds back to one of the Cheeky Tuesday videos we did, we was asking what do you want to see, and a lot of you were saying you wanted to see the crafting stuff. And I think we might have said this before, but we've never really shown you, when we're doing the leather work, the windlass holders, and the windlass holders are our best sellers. So we thought we'd show you how we do our windlass holders. So this is how we do it. Right, so this is how we start. This is our piece of leather, but this is only a tiny, tiny piece of leather. We have to cut this down. We have a super king size bed in Lady Brian, and when we get hiding, it completely fills a super king size bed. So we have to cut it down into more manageable pieces that we can come out and bring one of our tables out on the towpath, so we can cut it using our strap cutter. Right, that's how we cut our straps. Now it's time to head back into the workshop and turn these into a windlass holder. Right, so we're back in the workshop in the bowels of Lady Brian. So we've cut our straps, as you've seen. So now it's time for us to turn them into a shoulder windlass holder, and this is how we do it. So that's one side of the strap made. And that's what will take the buckle. Now we have to make the other side. Right, so we've made both the straps for going over the shoulder. Now we've got to use this piece of leather to make the actual holder that's going to hold the windlass. Right, so there we go. That's both straps for the shoulder. That's the keeper for the belt, and these two are going to make the part that holds your windlass. Now this order is for a brown one, which is probably our most popular colour. So now it's time to dye these brown. Right, and there they are, dyed. So that's a new way that I've started doing it. We haven't always used the airbrush, but I find that using the airbrush is giving it a much nicer finish. So it's now time for a brew, because we've got to let that dye soak in and dry, and then we're going to come back, we're going to buff this up. That'll put a nice shine on it, and then we'll put an acrylic finish on top of that, which will make it go nice and protect it. And then at that point we can start assembling it. Right, welcome back. Brew time done. So now it's time to give these a bit of a buff. Right, so this is just going to put a shine to it but it's also going to take off any excess dye that hasn't been absorbed into the leather. Right, so now as they're all buffed up, I'm going to use a bit of this, which, like I say, is an acrylic finish. So this will go on and it'll look blue, but it does dry clear, I should say. Now, I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that is the lovely Lou making another brew, because she's got her part of this game down to a T, because now as that acrylic finish is on, it's time for another brew, and let that dry and harden off. So shall see you guys in about half an hour's time. Right, we're back after brew number 2, and as you can see, these are looking stunning. These look really nice now. Lovely shade of brown. The protective finish is done. All we need to do now is assemble it. Now, don't panic at this. It's a leather cement, but we don't just glue everything together. It is going to get hand stitched, but we have to put that onto there like that. And then where we've punched the holes for stitching, we need to now punch them through into, well, you can't really see it, into this piece. So to stop everything moving and keep everything in place, we use a bit of leather cement, and that holds it together for us like that. So once that leather cement's gone off, we can punch the holes in and we can assemble that as normal. So now it's time to do some stitching. Right, so we've stitched the straps onto the ring, the buckle's done, keeper's in, and that's there. All I've got to do now is punch the holes in the bottom part and stitch that through that loop, and it's finished. So I'm going to get that done, and then we can get this finished up. Well, there you go. That is one finished shoulder windlass holder. And you can't really see it in this light, but it's a wonderful, wonderful rich brown, like a nice chestnut brown. And that's how we make them. We haven't showed you everything. We started this at about 11:30 this morning. It is now 2:20. So that gives you an idea of how long it takes us to make just one of these. And we're getting orders left, right and centre for them. In fact, that's probably another order coming in, because as quick as I make one, another 1 or 2 orders come in. So you guys are fantastic. If you want one of these, head over to our website and get yourself one. There will be lots more leather making and other blacksmithing videos and other crafting videos coming up. Hope you enjoyed this part of it. Well, we thought we'd show you some of the more mundane jobs that we have to do. It's not all cruising and living the high life of narrowboating, and it's not always making and trading.
Alright, Tony.
Obviously, once we sell stuff online, we have to post it. So that's what we're doing now. We're off into the centre of Birmingham to the post office. I really like Birmingham, but everything just seems to be a walk away, which we don't like really, do we? So it's a half an hour round trip for the post office, but it's not a bad walk. So yeah, this week's parcels are being dispatched, and no doubt we'll have to come again in the next couple of days.
Yep.
Right, let's get to the post office. Right, that's the post office done, so some lucky people are getting their presents early this year. Remember, if you want yours early, get your orders in. Right, where are we going next?
Tesco's.
Tesco's. It's all rock and roll.
Tiger bread.
Tiger bread for Tesco's, right. Avoiding any trams. Let's get to Tesco's. Morning again.
Morning.
So that was a couple of days ago now, and we haven't filmed anything for the last couple of days because we have been busy. We've moved the boat from where we were originally, and we're in a better spot because we was hoping we would be able to trade. Now, we've never traded in Birmingham before, so we weren't sure what to expect. But it seems a bit quiet, to be honest. You know, even though we're here, I think there are better areas. So we're trying to use this weekend as a bit of a recce as to where may be the best areas to trade, because it's all 2-week mooring now. We're all on winter mooring time, so we can be here longer than we normally could. So we're looking at maybe trading next weekend and just use it as a recce. But it's Sunday and it's time to nip to Tesco's again, because Louise has decided we want carrots and turnips, because we're having a roast chicken dinner for tea today. Ooh, your eyes lit up then, didn't they, Poppy? Hey?
I've also seen in Tesco's you can get a chocolate orange gatto.
Oh.
And I'm thinking we might sample it for before Christmas, because if it's not nice, that means we can't have it for Christmas.
Oh, well.
So we'll have to try it before Christmas.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have a nice Sunday. But I've got work to do. No rest for the wicked, unfortunately. Orders are coming in, and I've got to sit and stitch them. But first job, let's get over to Tesco's.
Yeah.
And this is a different Tesco's that we've found as well, which is a big one. So, right, let's get going.
Come on then.
Come on then.
You're not coming. You're not coming. You free.
Well, that's the shopping done. And again, come out with virtually nothing and £30 lighter. And we couldn't get a chocolate orange gateau, could we?
No, they didn't have any.
So we're having to settle for a strawberry gateau for tea today. Well, not for tea, but for dessert. So time to get back to the boat and start working again. Well, it's Sunday evening. I've been working stitching up windlass holders, which I didn't bother filming because you've already seen how I stitch them, so there was no point showing you that. In the meantime, Lou has been working hard, slaving away in the kitchen, in the galley, haven't you, love?
Yeah.
But it's all been worth it.
Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you when I vet it.
It smells absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look, guys. I don't know whether that's coming
Not
up.
picking up proper.
No. But trust me, it looks good, it smells good. A nice
Yeah. See if we can get it.
roast chicken dinner with all the trimmings.
And mint sauce in the gravy.
Oh, minted gravy.
And the gravy is made from the chicken juice.
Yep. Excellent. Right, I'll put this camera down because I'm starving.
Come on then.
Yeah.
Let's tuck in.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
No, you won't. You've got dessert.
Oh yeah, we'll show you our dessert. We'll show you what we went for dessert. And then we'll probably see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I win. Are you going to tell them?
Gareth forgot to take the gateau out the freezer. So we didn't have the gateau yesterday after our chicken dinner. So we're having it the day after because Gareth forgot to take it out the freezer.
I didn't forget to take it out the freezer. You forgot that it was frozen. Anyway, there we go. Whoever's fault it was, does it matter? This thing looks amazing. I'm sure it's going to taste amazing. So we didn't get it yesterday after our chicken dinner, but we're having it tonight for tea. So yeah, we're going to enjoy this and we'll see you tomorrow.